So we're going to the USS Alabama Battleship Memorial Park. They've got all kinds of aircraft and Army vehicles and tanks. So you pay $5 for parking. So this is the aviation pavilion. They've got a bunch of aircraft on display. Cost is $18 normally, but seniors and veterans are $15. So this is a USS Drum submarine. It was commissioned in 1941, and over the time of World War II it sank 15 ships. After war it was decommissioned and used for training for several years, and then finally went on display in 1969 here in Mobile, Alabama. Had a crew of about 75 sailors. Well, go down in the hole. You have to watch your step on it. This is the forward torpedo room. And the torpedo, can't imagine rough seas bouncing up and down. It's quite the tower there. And they had 15 bunks in here for the enlisted men to sleep. This is how the springs to the bunk was. Here's a shower. Not very big. Watch your head. I wonder how many people count their head here.
This must be the officers, where the officers ate. This is a 5-man chief petty officer.
Yeah, the mattresses aren't very thick, are they?
No.
Control room. Well, that whole electrical panel. God. Galley for the cook, can imagine. Dining area. Yeah, 75 crew members. So this was a sailing list, all the crew members from 1942 to 1945. It was decommissioned in 1946. Quite the sleeping quarters. There's a toilet. This is the first toilet I've seen, isn't it? Here's a laundry.
And then the shower, I think there's
Shower next to it. So it's the engine room. Now this would be hot in here. It would have to be so hot in here, I would think, with these engines running. I would think, oh, that's reading all the amperages from each battery cell. So we got torpedoes here in the back and torpedo tubes, and the bunks for the people back here. Okay, now we're going to go to the USS Alabama Battleship, take a tour. Quite the ramp going up to it. So this was commissioned in 1941, served in the North Atlantic and Pacific Theater, several battles. Decommissioned in 1947, I believe, and I think all the way to 1964, 65, it was donated to the state of Alabama for a museum. It had the nickname the Mighty A for Alabama, and since they never lost a crew member in battle, it got the nickname as the Lucky A. I would imagine that would be a loud bang when those big guns went off. And imagine these guns here. Doesn't seem like a lot of protection. Sure is a lot of guns on this thing. What a look. It must have been something shooting those big guns in here. So it was commissioned in August of 1942. Participated in Atlantic and Pacific theaters and earned 9 battle stars. Shot down 22 enemy aircraft and did bombardment to the mainland of Japan. It had a total of anywhere from 2,300 to 2,500 officers enlisted. That was a big ship. That's like a cruise ship. You can get lost in there. Yeah, it's quite the chain. Can't imagine. So many levels, so many ladders. Amazing. This just keeps going and going. We're on level 3. Oh, those are heavy doors. God. Look how thick that is. And that door.
Yeah, his own bathroom.
It's a map room, chart room. This is the captain's quarters. Oh, the oak teak deck is really rotting away down there.
Director in the fire control tower.
It's quite the memorial park. It's got all kinds of army tanks, aircraft, B-52 bomber over there. And that's downtown Mobile, Alabama. Very interesting ship. Just amazing. All the levels. Or a concussion when these things went off. This is a 5-inch gun. Oh wow, sat on these little bicycle seat things. Huh.
What are those little foot pedals?
Here's a shot here. So this is how the ammunition came up. It must be like a little elevator that came down from below. They pull it, load the gun. That's quite the machine shop, all the parts. This is a bakery. I can imagine that would have been really warm to work in. It amazes me, that machine shop. I mean, they could build anything with these big heavy duty lathes and drills. A galley. Big kitchen. Here's a bunk area. Oh man. This is interesting, the butcher shop. Oh man. How'd they get that big pieces of beef up to here so the butcher could cut it all up into pretty tight quarters? Can't imagine. I see no vents. It's interesting. This is the area where the Marines stayed. This is where they put their M1 rifles. Combat Information Room Center. lot of oil and fuel smells. I can't imagine what it was like back when they were operating. These are the boilers. I can't. Sounds like they're actually running, but they stored the ammunition. It was stored in aluminum containers, the powder, for safety reasons. And then they carried them over to these power lifts, loaded in here, and that took it up to the turrets. This is called the plotting room. It's where the 16-inch guns were aimed and fired. And this stuff out here, look at all the gears and stuff. It's just amazing. They had the technology back then. That is some big shells. Oh my.
It says here, it's down. Oh, look at these shells.
That's amazing.
So you can descend again and see the power.
This is a sick bay and surgery. B-52 there, several different aircraft. F-16, a Huey, Coast Guard patrol boat. So I gotta recommend, if anybody comes to Mobile, you gotta stop and see this ship. It's quite the museum. I'm sure we missed some of it, but boy, it was sure interesting.